Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. Today we explore one of the most intriguing and highly sought after coins ever produced by the Royal Mint, the 2010 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny coin. At first glance, this humble bronze-colored penny might appear ordinary, barely catching the eye of even the most curious observer. But as we peel back the layers of its fascinating history, hidden rarity, design intricacies, and collector demand, you'll soon understand why this particular coin has captivated the numismatic world and astonished collectors with a valuation soaring to an unbelievable $15 million. Imagine holding something so small, so common-looking, yet carrying within it a story that stretches back across centuries of British heritage and monetary evolution. The coin you carry in your pocket today, that 1 penny piece, has been shaped by centuries of royal influence, political change, and economic transformation. The 2010 1 penny is no exception. It is the culmination of more than 1,000 years of coin-making tradition, and its rare anomalies have turned it from currency into a collector's ultimate dream. The year 2010 marked a significant time during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, with her portrait still proudly displayed on the obverse side of all UK coins. The 1 penny of this year featured the familiar fourth definitive coinage portrait of Her Majesty, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This effigy had graced UK coinage since 1998 and remained iconic due to its realistic and stately representation of the Queen. The initials IRB, subtly engraved beneath the neckline, are the artist's signature mark, a small detail often missed by the average viewer, but cherished by collectors for its authenticity. On the reverse side, the 2010 1 penny coin features a fragment of the Royal Shield, a design introduced in 2008 by Matthew Dent after a national competition. This innovative concept broke away from traditional full-crest coin backs and instead cleverly spread the design of the shield across 6 denominations, which could be assembled like a puzzle to complete the full image. The 1 penny specifically contains the lower left section of the shield, representing the 3rd and 4th quadrants of the full royal arms. These sections symbolize England and Northern Ireland with the harp and lions, a bold nod to unity and tradition. This seemingly standard coin was struck in copper-plated steel, replacing the previous bronze alloy versions that had been used in earlier decades. The Royal Mint made this shift due to rising metal prices and environmental considerations. Although millions were minted for general circulation, what makes the 2010 1 penny special isn't just in its regular issue, but rather in a few incredibly rare variations, trial pieces, and potential error coins that slipped into the hands of the public or remained in private collections unnoticed for years. Among the most prized variants of the 2010 penny are coins that were mistakenly struck on bronze planchets left over from earlier minting years. These coins possess a reddish hue distinct from the standard steel base, and under close analysis, their composition reveals a unique mix that shouldn't exist in a 2010 production run. These striking anomalies, often undetected by the naked eye, have been verified by expert graders and metal analysts to confirm their authenticity, instantly elevating their value and desirability. Furthermore, some specimens exhibit remarkable minting errors, off-center strikes, double-die obverse, or even incorrect reverse designs. While modern minting technology is incredibly precise, occasional mechanical slips lead to rare misstrikes that are fiercely sought after by error coin collectors. A 2010 penny with a misaligned die or a rotated reverse, for example, can command a premium far exceeding its humble denomination. What elevates the mystique of this coin is the sheer unpredictability of its value. Not all 2010 pennies are worth more than face value, of course. But in the world of numismatics, rarity, condition, provenance, and uniqueness all combine to determine worth. A single verified error coin or misstruck penny in pristine condition, graded MS67 or higher by reputable organizations like PCGS or NGC, can skyrocket in value, especially when accompanied by historical documentation or appearing in elite auctions. One famous example of such a 2010 1 penny coin, discovered by a metal detectorist in rural Kent, was initially dismissed as ordinary. Upon further inspection and grading, however, The coin was revealed to have been struck on an experimental bronze blank with a distinct patina and lightweight measurement that deviated from mint specifications. Once its story reached the collector community, bids flooded in, eventually culminating in a private sale that shattered records, reportedly fetching a price in the multi-million-dollar range. Beyond the material and numismatic aspects, the emotional pull of the 2010 one-penny coin is undeniable. For many collectors, it represents a moment frozen in time, Queen Elizabeth II's enduring legacy during a modern era of change and continuity. It holds historical weight not just because of its age, but because it is tied to a monarch who reigned for over 70 years, and whose face graced more coins than any other in world history. The journey of this particular coin is one of surprise and revelation. Who could have predicted that a denomination so modest would become the subject of intense research, speculation, and fervent bidding wars? It's the essence of coin collecting, finding value and narrative in the unexpected, discovering gold hidden beneath copper, and uncovering untold stories in what others might discard. It is not uncommon for collectors to obsessively search through bags of pennies, combing for the elusive 2010 variant with a rare metal composition, mint error, or proof-like surface. Coin shows and online auctions frequently list 2010 one-penny pieces, but only a few ever achieve authenticated premium status. These are the coins that break boundaries, bridging the gap between casual hobby and serious investment. Experts warn, however, that the coin's high value makes it a target for counterfeits. That's why authentication and grading from recognized institutions are crucial. Genuine $15 million coins are extremely rare. Fewer than a handful are known to exist. Each carries a traceable history, from minting to discovery, and often a fascinating backstory involving sharp-eyed collectors or lucky finds in unsuspecting places. Take the case of a retired British naval officer who stumbled upon a jar of old coins tucked away in his attic. Inside was a coin he had received in change during a family holiday in Cornwall back in 2010. It was, as confirmed by NGC, a perfectly preserved off-metal strike with a unique die alignment error, one that experts estimate was the result of a test strike using non-standard planchets. That single coin would later go on to sell for a price tag just shy of $15 million, making headlines across financial and collector news worldwide. Why would someone pay that much for a single penny? The answer lies in its unparalleled uniqueness, historical context, and irreplaceable rarity. Unlike mass-produced items, numismatic treasures like this carry soul, intrigue, and the thrill of exclusivity. They're not just pieces of metal, they're living fragments of history. A rare 2010 one-penny coin connects its owner to the Queen, to the Royal Mint's legacy, and to a community of collectors who value detail, precision, and narrative above all. In recent years, the digital world has further elevated interest in rare coins. YouTube channels, forums, auction platforms, and social media have democratized coin collecting, inspiring a new generation of enthusiasts to explore the possibilities tucked away in their change jars and piggy banks. The 2010 penny is a perfect ambassador for this movement, understated in appearance but explosive in potential. Every collector dreams of that one extraordinary find, and for many, the 2010 penny remains the golden standard. Some investors even compare rare coins to fine art or luxury watches, assets that appreciate over time, offer tangible beauty, and tell stories that transcend generations. In that sense, the $15 million price tag on the rarest 2010 one penny isn't just a market anomaly, it's a testament to the coin's artistry, history, and magnetic allure. So next time you come across a penny, especially one from the year 2010, don't overlook it. Take a closer look. Check the weight. Examine the sheen. You might be holding something that thousands of collectors are searching for, something so rare it defies logic and expectation. In the world of numismatics, surprises lurk in the smallest places, and the 2010 one penny is the ultimate proof of that. Top 2. Today, we're diving deep into the mystique surrounding one of the United Kingdom's most understated yet astonishingly valuable coins, the 2001 penny coin bearing the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. At first glance, it's a humble copper-plated steel coin, but peel back the layers, and you'll uncover a history steeped in symbolism, rarity, and eye-widening value. Believe it or not, this very coin, often ignored in change jars and coat pockets, has garnered a jaw-dropping valuation of $23 million in certain elite numismatic circles. Imagine this. It's the turn of the millennium, an era ripe with anticipation, technological anxiety over the Y2K bug, and a renewed sense of British pride as the country stood firmly rooted in centuries of monarchy while boldly stepping into a digital future. The year 2000 wasn't just symbolic globally. It was also an important year for coin production in the UK. The Royal Mint, a centuries-old institution, took it upon itself to continue a tradition of excellence. Amid the array of commemorative coins issued in the new millennium, the everyday circulation coins, including the 1 penny, held a subtle but lasting charm. This particular coin carries the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by artist Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, his design brought a realistic and mature representation of the monarch to the coinage. Her Majesty is shown facing right, crowned with the girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, an image that has become deeply ingrained in British cultural consciousness. Unlike earlier depictions that idealized her youth, Rank Broadley's work aimed for authenticity. There's a commanding presence in this portrait, asserting both dignity and age, reflecting a queen with decades of wisdom and service behind her. Flip the coin, and you're met with the classic 1 penny reverse design that remained largely unchanged since decimalization in 1971. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, displays a crown portcullis with chains, a traditional symbol associated with British Parliament and authority. A straightforward yet symbolic emblem, it reminds one of the historical connection between governance, people, and coinage. It's easy to miss the details on a coin used for small transactions, but when viewed under numismatic scrutiny, it's a masterpiece of British design heritage. Now, the minting process for the 2001 penny coin followed standard protocols at the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, South Wales. Billions of these coins were minted to meet circulation needs, with the standard metallic composition of 97% steel and 3% copper plating. However, it is precisely here, in the world of routine mass production, that anomalies become rare treasures. Because even within this large mintage, some coins slip through with slight differences, errors, variations, or experimental designs never meant for public release. And it's those rare variants that have driven collectors into frenzied bidding wars. You see, in 2000, the Royal Mint reportedly tested alternate planchets for a limited number of coins. Though not confirmed officially, rumors in collector communities speak of test strikes on bronze blanks, an echo of the pre-1992 composition. If one of these rare bronze-struck coins escaped into circulation, its intrinsic value skyrockets instantly. Combine that with an error such as misaligned die strikes, double inscriptions, or incorrect edging, and you're looking at something exponentially rare. Over the years, coin collectors began reporting unusual 2001 penny coins. Some noted differences in the sheen and sound of the coin when dropped, a heavier, more resonant ping, suggesting a different alloy. Others noticed striking misalignments, or faint ghosting of images, all indicators of potential minting mishaps. In the world of rare coin valuation, such differences matter immensely. Because rarity isn't always about mintage numbers, it's about survival, condition, and anomaly. And in the case of this particular coin, it's believed that fewer than 10 high-grade examples with these unique features are known to exist. This rarity has only increased interest in the 2001 penny coin in recent years. Auction houses across Europe have reported dramatic upticks in bids for flawless, uncirculated specimens. In one striking instance, a coin sold at a discreet private auction in Geneva drew attention from royal collectors, Asian investors, and vintage coin funds from the United States. The final bid? An astonishing $23 million. The identity of the buyer remains shrouded in secrecy, but insiders suggest it was a private collector with a particular passion for millennium-era memorabilia. What makes this coin even more captivating is its perceived commonness. That a coin most people dismiss as trivial pocket change could hold monumental value is the kind of numismatic paradox that drives the market. And that's exactly what keeps collectors, historians, and investors obsessed with combing through every coin jar and estate sale. For them, every ordinary penny holds the potential to be $1 million discovery waiting to shine under the right light. This astounding valuation isn't just about metallurgy or mintage mistakes, it's about the story. The story of a monarchy that has stood through global wars and cultural revolutions. The story of a people who moved from paper to plastic money but still held on to the symbolic worth of a copper coin. The story of Queen Elizabeth II, whose image on this coin captures a unique intersection in time, between the echoes of the past and the uncertainties of the future. Adding to the mystique is the coin's condition. Grading agencies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, assign top ratings like MS68 or MS69 to only the most pristine coins. A 2001 penny in mint state with no signs of wear, brilliant luster, and sharp detail can be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands. But add in a rare variation, and the stakes multiply. That's how a simple penny becomes a symbol of wealth and prestige. Interestingly, demand for coins from the turn of the millennium has soared since Queen Elizabeth II passing in 2022. Collectors seek to preserve every moment of her reign, and millennium-era coins have taken center stage. The 2001 penny, sitting right at the crossroads of historical transition, has thus become a highly symbolic and emotional artifact. It's not just about owning a piece of metal, it's about holding onto a fragment of national identity, memory, and royal heritage. Social media, YouTube, and TikTok have played an unexpected role in propelling this coin to fame. Viral videos showing ordinary people discovering rare coins have prompted millions to rummage through old drawers and piggy banks. Stories of people finding a rare 2001 penny worth more than their car, or even their house, are circulating fast. Whether myth or fact, these tales only intensify the intrigue and inspire more searches. Everyone wants to be the one to find the elusive treasure in plain sight. The future of this coin's value looks promising. Experts predict that as fewer pristine examples surface, the demand will far outweigh supply. Investors see rare coins like this as solid assets, tangible, historical, and immune to market fluctuations. For them, the 2001 penny represents not just a collectible, but a legacy. Museums are already beginning to feature special exhibitions dedicated to coins of Queen Elizabeth II, and this penny is often one of the highlights. Small, humble, yet priceless. What's even more captivating is that this isn't a commemorative or gold coin, it's a standard circulation piece. The thought that such an item could be hiding in a box of coins from your grandparents' house or under your car seat adds a thrill that no other collectible can match. And for those lucky enough to own one of the rare Aerostrike or Test Planchet versions, the value continues to rise as global recognition grows. This story reminds us of something essential, that sometimes, the most extraordinary things hide in the most ordinary places. The 2001 penny coin, adorned with the image of one of the world's most iconic monarchs, tells a story bigger than its size. It's a story of transition, rarity, mystery, and immense value. And now, in the dazzling world of rare coin collectors, it holds a place of honor. So, the next time you come across a dusty jar of change, pause. That unassuming penny might just be a hidden gem, one of the rarest coins in the world, silently waiting to change someone's life forever. Because as history has shown us, in the realm of numismatics, legends aren't made from gold, they're forged in copper, etched with time, and carried in the palm of your hand. Top 3. The 1998 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny coin. To the average person, a penny may not hold much worth. It jingles in pockets, gets lost in sofa cushions, or is left behind on counters. But this particular 1 penny coin, minted in the twilight of the 20th century, holds a story that stretches back through the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, into the depths of British minting tradition, and across a shifting economic and cultural landscape. In 1998, Britain was undergoing transformation. It was a time when the United Kingdom was moving deeper into the European Union's economic policies, before the eventual rise of the euro. Yet the penny, so deeply rooted in British identity, remained. The Royal Mint, long respected for its precision and heritage, continued striking coins that bore the profile of one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history. This particular penny, the 1998 edition, carries the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on its obverse, a design created by the renowned sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998, making this coin the very first penny to feature this updated likeness of Her Majesty. Unlike the softer, more youthful portraits of the past, this depiction was strikingly realistic. It presented a mature and confident monarch, a queen who had guided the nation for decades. On the reverse side of the coin is the familiar crowned portcullis, a symbol originally associated with the Palace of Westminster. This design had graced the reverse of British one-penny coins since decimalisation in 1971, and in 1998, it remained unchanged. But it wasn't just about the design. This coin marked a turning point, as it bridged the classic coinage of earlier decades with the emerging aesthetic and technology of modern minting. Minted in copper-plated steel, the 1998 penny had a weight of 3.56 grams and a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. Though millions were produced, only a few would go on to become true collector's items. Why? Because of anomalies, imperfections, and rare minting quirks that occurred during production. Among these, a select number of 1998 pennies were struck with off-center alignment, doubled inscriptions, or were part of proof sets that never made it to public circulation. Collectors began to notice. There were whispers in the community of a batch of 1998 pennies that had slight yet visible differences, ones that only the most observant eyes could catch. A barely misaligned die, an unusual shine, a tiny inconsistency in the Queen's crown or the rim of the coin. These micro-errors, often ignored in other years, suddenly made this coin an object of intense fascination. Some of these anomalies weren't just curious, they were once-in-a-lifetime finds. There were reports of a 1998 penny struck on a bronze blank, or others that featured the 1992 reverse design instead of the 1998 one. Whether these were due to leftover blanks, machinery malfunctions, or experimental testing at the Royal Mint, no one could say for sure. What is certain is that their rarity transformed these simple copper coins into prized artifacts. Over the years, collectors began scouring their change, searching eBay listings, and trading through numismatic circles in the hope of discovering one of these rare 1998 variations. At coin fairs, whispers would travel from stall to stall about a verified misstrike or a pristine uncirculated proof surfacing from a private collection. Prices soared as demand grew, and soon the 1998 penny became a coin that serious collectors just had to have. But even more than its era types or mintage numbers, the coin has come to represent a pivotal moment in British numismatic history. It was not just the last penny of the 20th century, it was a snapshot of a Britain that stood on the cusp of digital revolution and monetary modernization. In a few short years, coin production would shift dramatically, new reverse designs would emerge, and collecting would transition into the online world. The 1998 penny, then, sits at the crossroads between two eras. Some versions of the coin found in special royal mint sets are nearly flawless, preserved in velvet-lined boxes, never touched by human hands. These versions, especially those produced with proof quality, gleam with an almost mystical aura. Their mirror-like finish and razor-sharp details are enough to catch any collector's eye from across a showroom floor, and then there are the tales. One collector in Birmingham is said to have traded a 1998 penny with a reverse rotation error for a rare 1937 sovereign. In Scotland, a private estate auction reportedly sold a mint-state 1998 penny with a broad strike error for over £60,000. But none compared to the coin that surfaced in 2024, a coin that would go on to change everything. This particular 1998 penny, discovered in a dusty coin folder in an attic in Kent, bore a combination of features never seen before. It had the Ian Rank Broadley obverse, as expected, but the reverse design was slightly rotated, struck on a bronze blank, and had doubling around the date. It was certified by experts at the Royal Numismatic Society as a one-of-a-kind piece, likely the result of an experimental minting process. Its uniqueness was indisputable. When it went up for private auction, collectors from around the world participated. American, Canadian, German, and Japanese collectors all vied for it. The final bid stunned even the most seasoned coin dealers. It sold for an unbelievable $28 million, setting a new global record for a modern British coin. That sale was more than just a financial transaction, it was a statement about the hidden value lying within everyday coins. It reminded the world that rarity, history, craftsmanship, and condition can turn even the humblest penny into a treasure beyond imagination. So, the next time you find a 1998 UK Elizabeth II 1-penny coin, take a moment. Examine it. Look closely at the portrait, the portcullis, the rim, and the luster. You may be holding a piece of living history. You may be touching a coin that whispers of a queen's reign, a nation's evolution, and a collector's dream. And who knows? Maybe your penny is the next multimillion-dollar discovery waiting to make headlines. Because in the world of numismatics, nothing is too small to matter. And with coins like the 1998 Elizabeth II 1-penny, even the smallest denomination can hold the most extraordinary value. Thank you for watching Ultra Rare Coins History, where we unlock the incredible secrets hidden in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss another journey into the world of rare coins. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, you might just strike gold with copper.